Yo, what's up, brothers? We got Outlaw, we got Rusty. How about now? Do you got any sound? Can you hear me? All right, can you guys hear me? We have quite the convoluted little thing going up to Kansas City, then we're going to Edwardsville, Kansas, then we're going to Laredo, Texas, and then we're going to another town in Texas whose name I forgot, but it's near Dallas. So, hey, Doug, Hemi, Rusty, I have not got an answer. Can anybody hear me? Okay, good. Sounds good. Thank you very much. Hey, Rusty, did AKS give you my phone number? Oh, Hemi, I'm sorry. I didn't see you answer that. I saw let's roll. Hemi, can you send Rusty my phone number if you would, please? If you're at home, that is. If you're out working, don't worry about it. Ah, who is it? It's Hemi for Speed. Welcome to
How
the
are you
stream.
today, Brandon?
Oh, it's a beautiful day here in southeast Kansas.
I would send Rusty your number, but I don't have it, brother.
I thought I gave it to you.
No, sir.
Well, I'll have to give it to you.
Oh, don't give it to me too hard.
So that would have
Another
been
big
bad
guy.
yesterday, and would have been bad yesterday in Uranus.
How's your brother?
My brother is getting out of the hospital today, so life is good.
Well, that's a quick recovery. Holy shit.
Oh, they love to get you in and out these days. It's much healthier for you to move.
Well, that's
We
true.
walked. We did a lap around the hospital today while we were waiting for his wife to come this morning.
Is he in good spirits?
Yeah, he's hanging in there. He's
Right on. Yeah, that's life-changing shit, yeah.
Yeah. He's been talking. We were talking food, because he's a big fat bastard like me, and he's going to get on the Mediterranean diet.
Oh, what's that?
I guess a diet where you eat Mediterranean food.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was some new age diet or something like that. So it's lots of souvlaki and falafel and shawarma.
I guess so. We can look it up if we're really interested.
Mediterranean
I know how to
diet.
I know how to make a pretty good Mediterranean salad.
Just put
Who
olives in
else
it,
is
right?
coming? And him. And
Hello, guys.
him. Hello, gentlemen.
How are we today?
Who dat? Oh, Outlaw. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's 65 degrees in southeast Kansas.
Nice.
And I just had a steak because I knew I was driving past a place that had parking for a truck where I could actually get a real fucking nice sit down meal with a tasty bit of sirloin. And oh man, the salad was really good too. They had the best blue cheese dressing.
Heck yeah. Yeah, just got finished wrapping up my thank you video and shouting out Hammer, man. I'm telling you, that took me by surprise, brother.
Why? That he listens to you?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I never thought that anybody would
you're a
listen to what I
wrench.
had to say.
You're one of
Yep.
Hammer's wrenches. Of course he listens to you. He watches some of your stuff. You know, we all watch your stuff. Why shouldn't he?
No, I'm just saying it's overwhelming. It's, you know, I didn't think anybody cared what I had to say.
Well, I liked this one better because it was not just the black screen.
Oh yeah.
The images helped it.
That's what a lot of them's been saying. So if they like that classic moving footage and stuff like that, then we'll do some more.
Yeah, definitely. It enhanced the message. Didn't it was benign enough that it was just, you know,
Yeah.
something that was there. It made it look more finished and polished.
Right. All right, then
This,
we will
this old
add.
gal next to me is going to town. She's rocking out, lighting up a cigarette, and just jamming, fucking shaking around. She's probably 60, dressed like a complete fucking slut. Got the kelbos going on.
That's nasty.
Oh, it is. Yeah, but she's rocking out to something hard in her car. Oh, she's got handcuffs hanging from the rear view mirror. Just
Oh
what you
boy.
like. That's Hemi style right there.
I bet she's not a cop.
Oh, she's driving a Dodge.
Oh
She's
man.
driving that fucking red Stratus in front of us.
I'm my kind of lady.
You're my kind of lover, my kind of lover, my kind of lover. Remember the old, okay, what was that? Oh, who was that guy? I can't remember the name of the words. Fucking, I wanted to say Billy Idol, but it's not Billy Idol. It's
Billy Ocean?
no. He only had a couple of songs in the '80s. It's not important. Rusty probably knows.
Let's see.
What's up, Hermit?
Oh wow. Damn. I hope you're not in the path of that, Hermit.
At least he's not in Hawaii.
I
But
gotcha.
so far, from what I've been reading, all the lava is still inside the caldera. But if it overflows, it could go anywhere. And they've been having earthquakes and shit up there. But I think Hermit has a solution to that problem. Hermit, do you want to come on and talk about the solution that you were figuring out to not anger the tiki gods?
I almost had that guy's name on the tip of my tongue. What was the guy that sang Zanzibar? The
I
Billy.
don't even know.
Oh damn.
Billy Squire. That's the dude's name. Is Billy Squire's the one I'm thinking. Zanzibar, I don't fucking know.
Now is he the same guy that sings Rocky Mountain Way?
No, that's oh God. That's Joe Walsh.
Joe Walsh, yeah.
Oh, Hermit's at work. He can't tell us. So, Hermit, is it okay if I tell him your plan? Well, I'm going to take his silence as a yes. Hermit's going to sacrifice. Hermit's going to sacrifice Riggs Jr. to the Tiki gods, and that will protect his homestead. And that's the real reason Hermit's having Riggs move out to be his neighbor, just in case of situations like this.
Hello,
Hey,
Ray.
Brandon. Sorry to interrupt, Brandon, but you did send me your number, so I've forwarded it to Rusty, and
Okay.
Rusty put his in the chat, and I put it through in your Discord just in case you miss it.
Okay.
You're both hooked up.
Very good. Very good.
Bringing people together.
Nice.
Yep. Well, Rusty and I have been helping a guy, and I want to talk to Rusty about it. So.
Well, you check in your
You're
Discord when you stop, and his number's in there for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I won't be looking at it while I'm driving. That's for sure.
Of course.
So away we go.
Mhm.
Just one more stoplight here, and we're out of this little pissant town. Then we got about a half hour till we get to the next pissant town, and then there's no more stoplights until we get to Kansas City.
You turn back to home?
Oh yeah.
Hello, Mr. Ape.
Ape
How
is here
are you?
because Ape is on the cover today. He's my icon or my thumbnail.
Ah, nice.
They had slot machines at the place I had lunch, and one of them was called Majestic Gorilla. So I took a picture of it because it reminded me of Ape, our very own Majestic Gorilla. The silverbacked agape. Who all's in chat? I know I got 4 people, but I didn't read the names. It's Kostya, my friend from Ukraine. What's up?
Ah, we still have a light. We have internet, and it's a lot for Ukraine, for Kiev today. That's
Oh,
why I
good.
try to join you, because I promise that I will find time for you. But I not expect that you still will be here. But you start not a long time ago. Okay.
Well,
That.
I lost my signal while I was eating lunch because
Oh.
I took the phone in with me, uh, and I just started again. But we've had a
Ah.
pretty full morning this morning. I went to Carthage, Missouri, then Joplin, Missouri, and then now I'm on my way to Kansas City. And we're driving past here in, probably about 10 miles. We'll be driving past the road that I would take if I wasn't in a semi truck to get to my homestead. So we're very close to where my property is.
You don't plan work, do something on your workstat next few months, like I understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna work until I've got enough money to finish building and enough money to outfit my shop properly.
Mm.
I've been
You,
thinking about getting a metal printer.
Ooh, that'd be
it's
cool.
cost more that you owe your property.
Probably. How much does a metal printer cost?
Smallest what I see, 80, 90 grand.
Good
Most
God.
expensive, I see few million bucks.
Oh my
Well, I think
god.
we won't be getting the metal
Standard stuff,
printer
what
after
I
all.
use in aircraft system, it was something around 300 grand. It's for, they make a chamber for jet engine.
Oh,
Combustion chamber for that stuff, just fully printed with all cooling channel and all that stuff.
yeah. Well, maybe I'll hold off until I can find a used one.
Maybe it will be cheaper because I remember that that's what I mentioned cheapest. It was previously cheapest was something around 200, 300. It's already started to be a little bit cheaper. Oh, if you want real metal jet, you can use just plastic stuff and just burn out plastic from metal parts, and you have some sponge bronze or sponge metal. It depends what you
Yeah, I
want to
don't want
get from
this.
the dream.
I'm going to be doing engines.
CNC.
I wanted to do my own. Yeah, I'm going to have to go CNC route because um, there ain't no way I'm going to spend that type of money.
Yeah,
And
I'm
for 80
definitely.
grand, you you could buy a Bridgeport and a lathe for 80 grand.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
a nice, reconditioned one even.
I'm totally understand. It's very expensive, but for properly stuff, it's very useful when you need to save some space, like in jet engine and few other application. It's very good stuff, but it's not worth it, at least for your purpose.
Yeah,
That's
that
all.
CMC machine would be nice to have in my uh, job. I do woodwork. Oh shit! Everybody cut out.
I'm back, and of course, I got kicked off again by our lovely little fucking friends, the telemarketers.
Oh my god.
So I hate telemarketers, and I wish StreamYard would get rid of this problem they have of, I lose my audio every time that somebody calls me on the phone.
Hmm. You can took separate phone for internet and for that stuff. I don't know how expensive it is in United States.
It's not cheap. It's not like, I can't go in Ukraine and spend $3 a month.
Mm, yeah, no, now it's 6, 7. But
Okay, $6 or $7 a month. It's doubled in the last year. But it's still cheaper than fuck. Here, my plan cost me $65 a month.
mm,
Hmm.
not so expensive.
That's,
But
there are much more expensive plans, that's for sure. But compared to
wow,
Ukraine, it's very expensive.
yeah,
And
we
they're
have.
using the same equipment.
Yeah, of course. You just
Why
fuck
is it
up
so
this
much more
monopoly.
here?
You just fuck up this monopoly. How many operators you have? Two, three?
Oh, I don't know. We've got 8 or 10,
Mm,
but
I
they
don't
all
know.
collude together.
Hmm.
Mm, I just saw map why Starlink can cover whole United States. They can work totally in UK, but can't work in whole United States, just because each country must approve it, and they have still map of countries that blocked him and states that block him to use Starlink in the United States. Congratulations! How it's gonna be happen?
It won't last. As soon as there gets to be a Republican in the White House, it's
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
well. Look at how much he was launching when Trump was in the White House. We were having test launches of his new big rocket all the time. Biden gets in, the FAA comes down on him like a ton of bricks. Now we're lucky we're going to get one test launch coming up in December. Maybe.
Again,
So,
I don't know. From my point of view, all happened just because whole world just fuck up with COVID, with medicine and all that stuff. Because who was prepared for that? Nobody. Chinese still cough with blood about that stuff. They never even start protest. All that stuff.
they're rioting
Inflation.
now. Did you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this poor bastard. Old man, too. Shit.
I don't know. But Russia not rioting at all. They just prefer die in Ukrainian land. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. They think that it's
Yeah.
more safe for them just going to die here under NATO artillery stuff than just protest in Russia and just commit. Mm, I don't understand them.
I don't understand why Putin did that in the first place.
Why? He he get his approval. He want to stay in office till he die, and he want small victory, easy beat in Ukraine. New York Times highlighting that he's choose what country he will attack. Maybe it will be Japan, maybe it will be Ukraine, maybe some Baltic country. He just wants small war, want to win small war with good result,
Uh,
like when he annexed Crimea.
so many people are dying for nothing.
Why? For him, it's not nothing. It's his sitting position in office.
Yeah.
Strange.
How's Yulia?
She's fine. She sent to you hello, and it's so fine. At least when we get back right, she has something to do and all this stuff because it's a little bit annoying when you sit 3 days without light, with limited water, and without heat. At least
Yeah.
I have office with all that stuff. I put all power bank and all that stuff to office, charge it, and turn back to home with that we have some reserve stuff. I even planning to buy some small solar panel and bake and small power station like for with battery and that all control stuff. Just in case, because I'm not sure that Russian will stop and they don't try shoot down our electricity network. But we'll see.
They'll
It's
continue to hit it.
Again, with what result? Yes, they hit that we lose electricity on day on two. We'll repair it and start over. It's more about reputation and throwing business because in nowadays world you can't just stop country on 2 days if you're not United States and you don't provide quarantine like China or United States. We not have so much money just to stop doing business, and it's very harmful. We
Oh,
have
I
bad
remember.
reputation just because Russian attack us. It's blocking investment. It's blocking business. Nobody wants to work with us because we can't promise that we deliver anything in time. Just because we can't. We time to time must have war with Russians, and it's I don't know. Do you have something similar that just to feel better, just make bad to your neighbor? Do you have something like a sentence in United States or some similar habits? Because at Russian,
Well, you could kind of argue that every war that we've fought since the end of World War II has been a war of opportunity.
mm, that was two war of opportunity. Putin just attacked in that time just because whole world economy was in bad situation and he expects that nobody will protect us just because economic will be bad and all need his cheap oil and gas at that time. It was part of his plan. It was obvious when you it's war of opportunity. He planned it start planning it when start be obvious that soon COVID will end. It's last year summer when we
I'm sure they've
already.
been planning this since 2014.
Yes, but they know what the force look like inside. That's why they think that Zelensky it's too weak and he ran away, and it was good chance. Oh, happens just because in first few days they fuck up a little bit more than us, and that's why we still have fight and can't fight back. If in first day they not so big fuck up and they just move little bit more forward, just cross one river, Irpin River. You know that area. It's around Gastamel, Irpin city, and so on.
Yeah,
Just go in there, and it can end in that time.
but they
It's
didn't bring
war.
enough gasoline.
It's not about gasoline. It's more about strikes through swamps. It's just bad idea. It's very high risk, and they take it, and they lose. They put all bet on one,
Yeah,
and they lose. That's my issue with any war. You bet too much and and can lose. It's don't
well,
do that.
I'm waiting to see whether or not Ukraine tries to take Crimea back.
We will try it. We must take it back. If we not take it back, we have our belly side just from our sea under attack. Main issue with Crimea, whole attack on center and west part of Ukraine. Uh, we just like in Jaws with Crimea. Till we not turn back Crimea, next attack for Russia can be similarly devastating for Ukraine. Crimea is needed if we want to protect south part, if we want to
Yeah,
protect ports and so on. They definitely will try to take back Crimea. No chance they take it in for 2014 just because it's best position to attack Ukraine. Because from north we protected with woods and swamps. They tried to attack Kiev from swamp, and how it's ended,
It
and what we
didn't end well.
see on south when they attacked from Crimea, they took Kherson, they took practically half of the Zaporizhia region, they turned practically to Donbass. Best result they catch from Crimea, just because it's easy to attack from there for their tank horde. That's why Ukraine must turn back Crimea. In other way, in few years we get the same result. Nobody wanted.
No.
I prefer that my native town will turn back, but I'm not sure. But that they will fight for Crimea, I'm sure. Nobody wants that they turn back. Mm. And Russia
Well,
shows that they are not good neighbors, and nobody believes them anymore. They call themselves our
well,
brothers.
they were, you know, for the last at least 10 years, not even saying that Ukraine was a real country. They said it's not a real country. It's,
Hmm.
uh,
And
that's the thing that got me. It's like, how the fuck can you say that?
mhm. And if Ukraine is not real country, what they want to say about whole Central Asia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and all that republic, and
Well,
how
let's
they
face
must
it,
use it.
the Russian Empire and then the USSR was, but mostly the Russian Empire just filled in the power vacuum when the Khanates fell. You know,
Yeah,
when the Golden Horde fell,
yeah,
somebody had to step in and be the strong man, and the Rus did it.
yeah. I agree with that. I nothing to say about it. China just can't reach long enough. They took all around their territory, and some parts where they can reach, it's taken by Russians. It's obvious stuff. I know. It's how it's going. It's part of life. And for that, it's just funny for me that hardland theory that who control hardland will control whole Asia. Uh-huh. I totally don't understand what people think when they make such kind of theory. Mm, we'll see. I hope Russians will go back to their territory, and we just build the wall around them. I don't
They
want
won't
that.
stay there.
I
They
don't
never
care.
have stayed there. They're expansionistic. Have been for centuries.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Let's
matter
go
who's
to
in
China.
charge. Nah, fuck those guys too.
Let's go to China. They have plenty to decide who is stronger, who is biggest in that
Let's go
direction.
to let's go to New Zealand.
uh, Epic battle of submarine, yes.
How about a non-battle because there's nothing there.
New Zealand, why? It's good country. They
Yeah, it's good. It's good country for raising sheep.
yes,
It's beautiful, but there's nothing there. There's no industry. You know,
you
it's
can
not
build.
polluted.
Yeah, you can build industry. It's all depends. If you need it, you can make it.
It's so far away from everything that it costs too much to really build
Mm,
up too terribly much.
I think it's if you believe in Third World War, New Zealand is best place to live.
I think so too. That's why I suggested it. Because they're not going to fight in the next war. They're not part of the British Empire anymore.
Yeah. Even I think Australians will involve in Third World War, but not New Zealand. They probably will sit in that hobbits' houses, drink some beer or some tea, and looking on ionized sky after nuclear bombardment.
I don't even know if Australia will fight.
They will fight. They have so much tension with China. At least
Yeah.
Chinese will try to do something with there. They just no chance that they will not involved. And like you remember, even in Second World War, Japanese tried to invade Australia. They just not
Yep.
have enough force. They stopped in
No,
Indonesia,
they
if I
actually
remember.
got to northern Australia, the very tip of it.
Hmm, I don't know about that. I
They
know that
didn't
they tried.
stay, but they tried, and they ran into a little thing called the U.S. Navy.
Ah, yeah. Uh, I know that's small amount of shit, but now Chinese have even more flags in their navy that have United States.
That's
But
true.
yes, it's a lot of shitty ships, but it's they more.
I don't know how shitty they are, and I don't really believe that capital ships are an effective tool in modern warfare. I think the day of the drone has come, and just like you guys did with the Russian capital ships, you can overwhelm their fucking defenses by if you put enough fucking drones on them.
Yeah, but again, do you know what last time do Russians? Because they want to strike with missiles from the sea. What they do? They bring around their small rocket ship. They have something like corvette. They have it's just few new corvette. We practically sinkhole the Black Sea fleet, but they still have few of them, and they put around them a lot of transport ship. That it's something around 10, 11 ships, and only two of them is fighting ships. That it's harder for anti-ship missiles to hit that ship. Just
Well,
hide them
that,
inside.
that's that's known as a target-rich environment.
Hmm. I don't know how effective is it, but I not hear that our fleet that our
You don't have a fleet.
it's for me it's funny stuff that we not have a fleet, but Russian haven't Black Sea fleet too, and it's best stuff in that war. And
Oh,
hope
you've got the Kiev.
yeah. Yeah.
Nobody's fucking done any maintenance on that thing in 30 years. I wouldn't go to
No,
sea in
we
it.
even try to. It's not maintenance. I work with that ship. We repair
Come
his
on, red
radar
pickup.
and repair one of his gun, their gun. But it's for him. It's very even was hard to move from one. No, in Odessa, we have three ports, and it's hard in that city. Just about 50 kilometers between them all, and it was hard to him to move from one port to another, from one dock to another. It was an awful condition.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was laughing at it.
Mm, it just flagship. We don't expect that it can fight in open sea against Russian fleets that have dominance and no chance. They have anti-ship battery and all that stuff. we think that best option for us will be just small Smiths. We call it mosquito fleet. With just
Yep.
rocket or one or two torpedo on that small ship. Again, we
Or
make
50
even
drones.
yeah. Yeah. And next step probably will be making underwater drones that can go just like small
Oh, they're
submarine.
they already exist.
I know, but we not have it, at least officially. Again, we just don't know officially what we have. Because
Right.
when some of my friends talking about what we have and what we don't have, I just, how do you know? Even my
Yeah.
friends in military and in I work with military equipment a lot. When if I even ask them, they say to me, "Do you need that info?" I said, "No, that you don't get it," and
Yeah.
it's good position.
And you shouldn't get it because they shouldn't tell anybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
yeah, I know, but people want to know.
course they
That's
want
why.
to know. You don't tell them.
Yeah.
Operational security is a thing. It's kind of important.
Ah, I don't know when even somebody from government said something, you understand that 10 or 20 people just sit and understand what they need to talk. Said that trick Russians what we plan to do or something like that. Like Zelensky said that
Yeah.
we will strike in Kherson. They put all the best troops there and we strike near Lugansk. Mm, it was
Yeah.
strange they that catch it, and it's for me just mm, okay. Because you do
Ugh.
it in when how it's in 91 when you attack first time Iraq, you just your general talk on TV, show how you want to strike and make
Oh yeah,
beautiful
that's
presentation, and you
nothing.
strike in different direction.
Absolutely. That's nothing new. That was oh that stuff's been being done since at least Napoleon.
Hmm.
Napoleon was the first guy to have the modern rules of organization and maneuver and win battles by maneuver.
I know. I'm disagree with that because even in Sudzi about Lion at War said Sun Tzu said a lot about that stuff.
And when was Sun Tzu written?
Ah, 300-400 years before Christ.
Oh, I thought it was later. I thought he was like
No,
17th century.
no. I maybe I make something, but it was maybe I not after Christ, but I will check.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know.
Mm,
I just thought he was later.
no,
Or maybe
I
I'm thinking of Musashi, the Book of Five Rings. Never
yeah,
mind.
Nine Rings was at that time. No, Sun Tzu was it 5th century before Christ, even earlier that I think. It pretty old stuff. Ah, let's switch topic to something because all other guys just leave you alone with me talking about Second World War, modern war, and all that stuff.
Yeah. But one of our friends has some land on Hawaii,
Oh,
and the volcano was erupting, but it hasn't gotten to his place yet.
he need to evacuate himself, like I understand. It's
Well, he's
pretty
going to
dangerous.
go over there. Yeah, he's going to go over there and open up a bed and breakfast at a Airbnb. That's his plan for the land.
Mm-hmm.
But that volcano that Kilauea,
Oh,
something like that, and it's the biggest volcano in the world, and it erupts every 10 to 40 years. So this is nothing unexpected.
yes, it
It
was
just
good.
has. It's been 38 years since it erupted, so people sort of forgot about it.
Yeah, how people forget about maintain railroads, maintain electrical grid, and all that stuff. You don't repair it.
Yep.
Oh, fine. We always use it. We don't need it, and then if something happens. Oh, we forget. We need that
And
stuff.
if we look over to the left, and you'll look 7 miles to the left,
Mm.
which you can't see because there's a hill in the way, you can see where my property is. But
Ah, you are known landlord. Yeah. I even think about to buy land somewhere in Ukraine near to Carpathian Mountains and make something there too, but we'll see now, not the time.
nope. I, I don't know. When is the time?
Maybe.
Now would be a great time to have your own hydroelectric power, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but again, you need to find such place, you need to buy that land, and it's not so easy. Uh, Corruption we have everywhere, and with that stuff, you can. It's good place, but not the best. But like I understand, in United States, in Italy, in Europe, we have the same issue in each country. It's only depends how people fight against it. Little bit more, little bit less. Everywhere, people, government the same. They want have some money for nothing.
Well, have you thought any more about going to Italy? And you're a young couple. Just promise them that you'll work and start a
Mm.
family there.
uh, I don't know. I know that they have so many limits, and I read even for me, I need so much approval that I can work like an engineer in Italy. That it's even funny. They expect they have some business, something, they will have new worker and so on. And after that, you read their rules and they understand they don't want it. They just don't want good economy. They want
Foreigners,
just. Hmm?
they don't want foreigners.
Y- No, it's more even not for foreigners because they have the same problem with their own people. Young men can't find work because it's practically impossible to start business or pass exam. They have best profession. They practically inherit. 98% of lawyers, doctors, high qualified engineers from families of lawyers, doctors, or high qualified engineers.
I'm glad I didn't take that job with Pilatus.
Hmm.
Oh, when I had a choice to either go to work for Raytheon or go to work for Pilatus.
Uh,
Pilates, or
uh,
no, Pilatus, the Swiss aviation manufacturer.
mm,
And people told me that Pilatus was sort of crazy, that their corporate culture was sort of insane. And I didn't want to go all the way to Switzerland with a family. And
mm. Switzerland, it's much better country than Italy.
yeah,
In any perspective. But again, it depends how. But Switzerland very different. One of my friends, because now I probably have friends in half of Europe, just
Yeah.
because they need to immigrate, and they talk that Switzerland it's not about whole country. It's like in the United States. It depends on in which state you are, and the same in Switzerland, in which canton you are.
Yeah.
They call that small territory, and in one canton it's maybe great, in another a little bit different, and so on. They just so autonomous, but in any case it's probably a good country. No, I have only two friends that live in there, but they not blame at all. They not say anything bad about that country, except taxes and its and prices. But I say can say the same about Denmark, Sweden, United States. You have high taxes and high prices, but you have much more trouble.
Well, Switzerland has really changed in my lifetime. When in 1980, I went there because that's where my family immigrated from.
Hmm.
I went there in 1980, and they were, very traditional. Everybody still wore the traditional clothes. You know, they were making cheese. They had fucking animals uh, bringing the milk. Whether, sometimes they had like kids with dogs, and these giant fucking dogs would all these little wagons full of fucking milk. Other
Hmm.
people had horses that they were bringing the milk, and it was very fucking quaint and beautiful. And the government subsidized the farming so that Switzerland was, completely independent of having to rely on the rest of Europe for anything.
Yeah.
And about 20 years ago, they stopped subsidizing the farmers. Uh, they there was a big push for them to join the EU, but they didn't do it. But they started doing a lot of EU things. Now the women have fucking blue hair and they don't shave their armpits. It's they've gone from being a really nice country to another European shithole.
But it's strange because Europe like to subsidize farmers and so on. They have practically 40% of their European budget, not country, but what they pay to European Union. It's like a subsidy for farmers around Europe, and they just one of the reasons why they don't want to Ukraine coming inside because we probably need if we apply their law, they need to subsidize practically 25-30% more because we have so much land that we grow crops, and according to their law, they must subsidize us a lot, just fucking a lot.
Well,
And we get access to their market, and it's big trouble too because we
yeah,
can
because
make
your products now have to compete with theirs on
yeah.
tax-free basis, and vice versa.
Mm. Vice versa, it's not a issue, but for them, yes, it's that's why I
Well, there's a
just
huge bias in Ukraine against Ukrainian products. I
no.
didn't get it. Yeah, like I went to go buy a replacement kit for the flapper valve in my toilet,
Mm.
and I had a chance to buy a German one or a Ukrainian one, and the guy says, "Don't buy the Ukrainian one; it's cheap shit. Buy this German one."
Because how to explain it? He have
I mean,
his profit more. He sold to you more expensive stuff. He will sold to you more he will get paid. It's like with real estate agents. Why they like when prices are growing? Because they have 5%, and it's better get 5% from $100,000 than from 30 grand. That's why they always push up prices.
Well, I'm glad I didn't listen to him and I bought the Ukrainian one because it looked good to me.
Yeah,
And it's fucking flapper valve. It's a piece of blow molded plastic. Whoop de doo. You know.
yeah. We can fuck up, but not so much as Chinese or Turkish, and just even for them. In early days, when we haven't access to technology and material, yes, it was important because we just can't make some good stuff. But nowadays, and
Yeah.
Germans do the same shit from cheap material because they want to compete with China. That's not make sense. But it's now it just was because in old days you know that if you buy German it will be good. But now you didn't know. You not have reputation. One of my friend make renovation. It's not renovation. He just first renovation in the new apartment. Yeah, like in Ukraine, it's not always new building going with all the
Oh, well, let
stuff.
me explain to the guys. Yeah, in Ukraine, when you buy an apartment, it's unfinished. There's no sheetrock on the wall. It's just it's the bare structure of the apartment, and you've got to go and fix it up and from studs out. So that's completely different than here in the U.S.
And he 3 times buy from very expensive, very good producer from Europe, from France, like I remember, Sync, and 3 times it was with cracks. It was hiding
Hmm.
cracks inside that stuff. You can't see it when you just install it, but when you buy it and you look inside, and he understands that it's if something going wrong, it just cracks outside. It just so out that thing. He tried to replace it 3 times. It it very expensive European supplier, and 3 times they turn back with same trouble. They just switch another thing, but it was same with, with cracks inside, and just that's why you can buy Chinese, you can buy European, but but Europeans usually have better design. They look little bit more pretty.
Yeah. Well, the Chinese try and use as little material as possible. That's what they're known for. Building shit too thin, building
Oh,
stuff that doesn't last.
oh, now do the same because all try to sold you next as soon as possible. If they make something that not broke never. I read economic article about from even from depression in 30s that economists talking about make stuff that not last long that just for keeping economy working, that you not make too good stuff because Julia grandma still have sewing machine that's probably 70 or 80 years old and they still working and nothing go wrong with that stuff. And it's mechanical. It's why Julia remind me about that stuff because when we sit without right, she can just sew on that machine if it will was here, not in Lugansk. But again, it's just eh, business don't want to make good stuff. He want to sold you each few years, and it's
Right.
trouble.
In the U.S., they call that practice planned obsolescence.
Mm, yeah, but I
There's
don't
a whole
like it. That
science, and nobody likes it, but there's a whole science in how much people will tolerate it, and it depends on what you're buying Like with the car, they've decided that 5 years is about as long as a car should last. You know, and they started doing that in the U.S. in the late 1960s.
Hmm.
So the U.S. cars had a reputation for working for a while and then breaking down. The Japanese cars didn't do that until the 1990s. I think the
Yes.
last really bulletproof Japanese car were the 1990 Toyota or Hondas. Where I had a '92 Honda Accord, and I didn't get rid of it until its air conditioner broke, and the price of a new air conditioner was worth more than the car.
I understand
I
that.
had I had 350,000 miles on that car.
Yes.
But people can build things that last. Like the engines in these big trucks. Uh, Detroit Diesel guarantees this engine for 1,000,000 miles.
Yes.
You know?
I work with my first job was not first, but first big job. No, when it's not part-time job. I was engineer on motor plant. We make electrical engine for mining and all that stuff. And once we have a call uh, from one of the enterprise, they said we have your engine. It's broken and we want the same. And they said numbers that we can't understand. We don't know that Navision. And after a small investigation, we find an old engineer that remembers that 50 years before we stopped produce such engine. It was made in something like 1948 or 1958, and I work in 2008, 2010 on that plant. It was somewhere in that time, and won't just replace with the same.
Why not?
Uh,
Seriously, why not?
yeah, but we don't make it at all. But I remember another story about electrical engine. We just make really bulletproof because in mining they even try to kill what we doing because it's practically impossible. Once we have engines that sink underwater because it's flooded inside mine and it's work underwater few weeks till water not catch energy supply for that, and when it stop it just starts sink and not turn back. But it wasn't not prepared for working underwater. But he survived till he has power. It worked few weeks. That I know totally what you're talking about. But business, it's main issue. Business not interested in clients need. Business interested make money, and that's main issue. We can make much better world if we try to make something little bit better. Okay, Bill. Nice to talk with you. I probably
All right.
will.
And on this channel, my name is Brandon.
Ah, sorry. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
Brandon. I will.
you doxed me. You doxed me. Oh no.
I will try to find time to join you on your travel, Brandon.
Okay.
uh, Nice to talk
Yeah.
with you.
All right. Nice talking to you again. I'm happy that you got your electricity back.
Yeah, at least I try to use it as max as possible till we have it. We'll see how it's going.
All
Talk to you.
right. Do you have gas?
Yes.
Does it work?
Mm, what do you mean?
Does it still run?
Yeah, it's still run. Gas system usually,
Oh, good.
it's Soviet system make it in such way. Till you have gas
Right,
turbines
but
that pump it, they use the same gas that they pump to push it forward. It's
yeah,
like it was
as
built.
long as you've got gas, you're not going to freeze.
It's yes, at least at kitchen, because
Yeah,
central heating, it's when we stop, it was little bit colder in apartment
yeah,
because mm, it's one of the issue. But we'll see how it's going. All will be fine. We adapt. It's once it's we find a way how to make life of that assholes much bad, much worse than they have now. We figure out.
yeah.
Okay, talk to you.
All right. Stay safe. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Hope we didn't bore you guys. That's my good friend Constantine. Oh, everybody else dropped out. Okay. What's up, Kush? Hey, Doug, I'm glad you're back. Thank you, Kush. Appreciate it. You have a good day too, Doug. Hope you have a fun time at the candy factory. One of these days, you're going to have to tell us what you do there. 'Cause Ape and I have been thinking that you're the guy that pulls the saltwater taffy. So be prepared, people. I've heard there's a bear site been sighted around here. See if we can find that bear. On the on the woods. Sure looks like a bear would like it a lot better on the right side than on the left side. Wherever could that bear be? I missed him. There he was. Hope you guys saw him better than I did.